your girl Linnee and welcome to Inner Beauty Out, and today we are doing another fun makeup tutorial in the spirit of spring. If you could only see what outside looked like, it's been raining the past couple of days and I'm so over it, but I'm like, you know what? We're not gonna let this weather get us down. We are going to put this look together and we're just gonna live life royally. So I used a couple of new things and new items here. Really went for like a soft glam, but just, you know, kind of like a bold lip that kind of matched the eyes. And my hair is pulled back sleek as ever. Thank God for 2 hair ties, right? Yeah, no, okay. And I'm kind of using a new foundation that I will be doing a review on very, very soon. It is the NARS Sheer Glow, and I will show you and get you in on the know on how I get this foundation to be as matte as possible, even though it's called Sheer Glow. And so there's no glow over here outside of what I put on. Do you see that? Let me stop. Okay, I won't make this video any longer. Again, don't forget to subscribe, thumbs up, and share the video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Alright y'all, to get started, we're going in with our L'Oreal Hydra Genius Moisturizer. This is specifically for oily skin, so it really doesn't sit on top of the skin. It just really gets into the skin automatically, like absorbed into the skin automatically. I couldn't find the word. Anyway, we're following up with some Charged Water by MAC because we are really going to make sure our skin is as moisturized as possible before we go in with any type of product. But of course, because we're oily, we have to make sure that we prime our skin with some kind of mattifying primer in the areas specifically that we get oily. So for me, I'm trying to do it in my T-zone, and I'm actually going in with some other primers that are more so for my pores. So in this instance, the Becca actually plays 2 roles. Not only is it a mattifier, but it's also a pore filler. So I'm also going back in with my Dr. Brandt, and that does the same thing as far as texture on the skin, and that's why I'm kind of layering it on. Alright, so let me tell you guys about this foundation. Actually, I'm going to do a whole separate video and give you my opinion on it, but for now, let me just let you know that it is bomb.com. Okay, so as you can see, it is super full coverage. You know what? I'm not even going to say anything. Just watch the magic happen. It's paining me that I am unable to tell you guys how I really feel about this foundation, but trust me, it will be well worth the wait, and the explanation as far as the details will be in depth. So you guys already know that I am all about warming up the skin. We cannot leave it this flat and ashy looking, and well, it's not ashy, but you know what I mean. It can't be this flat. So I'm going back in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation stick in the shade Truffle, and I am just pretty much carving out my face and bringing back color to the skin in the areas that I want to recede. I'm also going to play some mind games and make my nose appear a little smaller than what it is. And you already know how I do this, so I am just going to let this kind of run through and not talk your ear to death. Just be sure to blend out all those areas as good as possible because you know you don't want any line of demarcation. So I'm pretty much using that same foundation brush that I used before, and I like that because the residue from my foundation is still on there, so that way I'm pretty much melting both shades into each other. So I kind of like doing that method, and you get to save on not dirtying extra brushes. I mean, hello. I am tired of washing out so many brushes from just trying to do so many different methods. They can serve multiple purposes. Don't forget that nose. Alright, so next up, to balance the face out, we're going to brighten underneath the eyes, and I've been using the NARS Soft Matte Concealer, and I absolutely love that too. There's so many new things in this video that I'm about to say that I love, so be just ready for all of that. But anyway, back to this concealer. I love this because it does not settle into fine lines. I love that it really brightens the eye, and it's just a different texture. It's not your traditional cream concealer. It really just, I don't know, it's different, and I haven't seen anything on the market that's like it. So if you ever get a chance to get a sample, try it out, find your shade, and like really you'll see the difference. You'll see what I mean. And again, I just make sure that I go back in with that same brush, again, multiple uses. Not only do I push that concealer slash product into my skin, I feel like my finger warms it up and just really lets it do its job, and it helps it to look a little bit more airbrushed this way. And it offers the best pigmentation because it's not being absorbed anywhere. But anyway, bringing back that foundation that already has not only my foundation shade as well as my contour shade on there, but using it to blend out my highlight also makes my highlight not as intense as it would normally be if I went in with a whole different brush. So I just wanted to kind of put that out there that you can definitely use the same brush over and over in different ways without having to dirty up a whole bunch of brushes, and it'll just make it look so much more seamless this way. So as you already know, I'm just basically going in the high points of my face, the parts that I just really want to stand out. I am just adding that concealer there and then buffing it out, like as far as the edges go, to make sure that it is blended seamlessly around my face. And again, we're using that infamous brush. That brush is my best friend throughout this video, and it is in every part except the finishing portions, obviously. But so yeah, I'm just kind of setting that into place and making sure there are no harsh lines. So y'all know I'm a little bit extra, right? So what had happened here is not that NARS wasn't doing its job. I just wanted to be a little bit more extra and added a little bit more of a brighter highlight. I could have went with a highlighter. I could have went in with a brighter highlighter, but I don't know. I was just doing the most, and I just ended up going with what I already started out with, which was caramel. But now I'm going in with LA Girl's Creamy Beige, and that just offered me a nice light coverage. I didn't really want the heavier coverage from NARS. I really wanted the liquidy version of it just to brighten it up, honestly. So at this point in the game, it just made sense to kind of go with the liquid highlighter versus going in with another creamy highlighter or concealer. So I didn't want that heavy look under the eye. I just wanted a brighter look. So that's the reason why, okay? That's the reason why. That was totally my baking dance, and I hope you enjoyed that. It only appears very often in their videos, or very so often. Very so often. There we go. So I'm baking under the eyes with the Alcone sponge. Girl, we're going to talk today. I cannot keep stopping and recording all over again. We're going to speak. Anyway, I'm just going underneath the eyes, mixing the Laura Mercier translucent in deep, not translucent, I can't be great today. I'm mixing the two setting powders together, and that is what I'm just kind of setting my highlight areas with. And then I'm going back in with my MAC Studio Fix powder plus foundation in NW45 to set the warmer areas of my face, and I'm using a different brush, guys. Yay! We're using a different brush. And so this is the Moda or Manta brush, and you can get this from Walgreens. It is super soft, and it is a synthetic blend of it's a synthetic blend brush, and it's in my favorite color, purple. So I'm just warming up the areas for that, and then I'm going to go back in with a different tapered brush in the shade C7, again by the MAC Studio Fix Powder Plus Foundation, just to set underneath the eyes and brighten that area up. This process probably sounds super tedious, but it actually helps in the longevity of the foundation when you're layering, just layering. It really helps it to stay a lot longer, and I'm all about the matte life. Unless I place a highlight where I want it to shine, then the rest of my face will be matte for the rest of the day. That is important. All right, to go ahead and bronze up the face, and this is somewhat of my, bronze up contour, you know what I mean, just like chiseling those cheekbones. I'm going in with my favorite CoverGirl bronzers, and they are in the shade brown bronze and an ebony bronze. I had to really think about that one. But I mix both of them together so that they're not too harsh, because ebony bronze can sometimes be a little bit too harsh when I'm in the winter months. And so I have to kind of, mix them together. So if you feel like you're in my shade, it might help to do that, because I feel like the brown bronze is too light, but the ebony bronze is too dark. So I just mix them. Yeah, there we go. All right. Next up, we're going in for the eyes. Yay! All right, so we're using Laying Low, which is my base for my eyes, obviously, and this helps to keep the eyeshadow on longer all day, and it also helps us to have more of a pop with our colors that we're about to lay down because we have one shade to work with as our base. So in order to make sure that our base doesn't crease as well and allow us to easily blend our colors, we're going to go back in with more of that translucent setting powders that we used before, and I'm just pretty much setting my eyeshadow base. And then we can go in with the colors. Yay! I'm just like such a kid today. So I'm using the Anastasia That Glow Kit, and I am going to put my highlights in before I lay my other shadows. So I'm using two of those shadows for the brow bone. I believe it's That Glows. Oh shoot, I forgot. I'm gonna put it in the description box, but I'm just pretty much highlighting the brow bone and the inner tear duct, and I feel like it's better to do it before than after because it just pops and blends more. It's not sitting on top of the colored shadows. Does that make sense? Yeah. So I'm using a flat shader brush and I'm just going ahead and blend that down into the crease. You don't want them to be too intense, but you want it to be there. You know, you just want it to be there. And then we're gonna go in with the best part. Oh, the best part. Okay, so are you ready? Are you ready? Okay, here we go. So don't be mad because this is not the best part. Sorry, I kind of got you hyped for no reason. No, but this is important. So we're going in with our transition colors for the crease. And this is very crucial because if we don't have our crease colors down, then our blend won't look together at all. You might as well just put your brush down and just quit, you know? But anyway, I'm so dramatic today. I don't know what it is. But anyway, I'm just going in with that crease color. I have my two shades from Makeup Forever. As you know, I am in love with their shadows. And so I'm just putting that just to define the crease as much as possible, just warming it up, just like we warm up our face. Just make sure it is blended out all the way and that there are no harsh lines, that there's a nice gradient, but it is specifically defined at the crease area. All right, now for the fun part. Now, do you understand my excitement? Like, it's so real right now. Juvia's Place palettes. Okay, so this is the Masquerade palette, and this is not my first time in the video using it, but this is my first time really kind of getting my hands on their palettes, and oh my gosh, guys, like the colors that they've offered are just so color girl friendly. It's absolutely insane. I can only imagine like someone with lighter skin, like how they would just, I don't know. It would pop even more. But anyway, I'm just popping in two of the warmer shades in the outer corner and the inner corner of the eye. We're going for a haloed look today. So we're just going to keep the center of the eye empty and blank, and we're going to pop in a special color. Ooh, excuse me, we're going to pop in a special color for that later on. But again, I'm just using that same blending brush that I used to do the crease, and I'm just putting it on the inner and the outer color. Do not be afraid to pack on color, although this is very pigmented, so it won't make you work that much harder. That much harder, yeah. I don't know, my speech today is on another level. But go ahead and pack that on. Now the special shade for the center of the eye will be from the Lorac Gold palette, and I will be using this like, I feel like it's a goat hair type brush. Yes, I said goat hair, only because it's not synthetic, obviously, but the bristles on there pick up pigment a little bit differently than I don't know if it's sheep or goat. I don't remember. I'll get that for you. But anyway, this particular type of brush picks up pigment a little bit better than going in with a flat shader brush or going in with a synthetic brush. It helps the shine from the actual shade of the palette or the pigment, whatever it may be, just to be a little bit more impactful and reflective. So that's why I'm just going in, and it makes it super easy to blend as well. I never realized how, like, I never knew I could do that with this type of brush. I always thought blending brushes were honestly for the crease. Alright, so enough of that. I'm going in with the NYX matte liner. This has become my favorite new liner only because it is so pigmented and it's affordable. So if you haven't tried this out and you're looking for a great black liner, I would say get your hands on this. It really does stay put. Oh Lord. Alright, here we go. Yeah. So please do not judge me on that one. That was yo, I was feeling that prerogative song. I ain't even gonna front. Anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and brighten the waterline, and I'm using Rue Bonaparte, and this is a long wear eyeliner by NARS. I actually really like this because it really mimics the white of your eyes without being too overpowering. So I really like this. It's like an off-white creamy eggshell kind of a liner. So if you are looking for that, yeah, you might want to get your hands on that one. Alright, so you know how like everybody's bottom lashes be like so on fleek? Let me tell you guys, this is why. It is because they're using primers before they use mascara. So I'm using the L'Oreal Voluminous Primer, Lash Primer, and I'm just kind of layering that on the bottom lash line before I go in with my favorite mascara, which is the Jordana Best Lash Extreme in black. And I really like this mascara in particular because you can layer as much as you want without it being clumpy, and it just really defines the lash even more. So off camera, I am going to be applying my lashes, and I am going to double stack my 614 Salon Perfect lashes, so you'll see them back on in the next clip. And then as far as my blush, I've been loving the Taj Mahal NARS blush. It has a little bit of some gold reflex in it, but I feel like when you layer it on top of something that is more corally peach, it really works really nicely together. And I'm going to do just that. I actually just ended up doing it backwards, weirdly. I'm actually going to go in with this cool blush by Essence Cosmetics, and it's called Heat Wave, and it's like a nice ombre. It really reminds me of I believe it's Kevin Aquan, who came out with a nice blush that's ombre this way. But anyway, I'm going to layer that on top of the Taj Mahal, and it really gives me the pop of color that I want without being overpowering. And that Essence Cosmetics blush was super affordable. Alright, so now for the highlight, I'm going in with my fave, and it's by Galactic. And with this particular highlighter, I love it because it's like more of, it's called bronze, but it's like the perfect shade for melanin skin without being too silvery or ashy. And I hate that my lighting just all of a sudden shifted in this next couple of clips. I don't know, I guess it was getting later and my lighting got warmer, but whatever. I ended up using that same Galactic highlighter to highlight my inner tear ducts. I feel like it really gives me the nice pop that I'm looking for. Hey. Yeah, I'm giving it to you guys all in this video as far as dancing goes. But anyway, I used the NYX lip liner in the shade brown, and I'm top coating that with the shade Photo by MAC. I really, really like this lipstick. It reminds me of chestnut, but in a lipstick form. And then for the actual lip color, we're going in with Sephora's Coral Sunset, but they really go by numbers. They're number 25 in their liquid cream lipstick, and I really like this. It's basically like a liquid lipstick, but a lot creamier. It doesn't dry out your lips, and it lasts a very, very long time. It does not flake as well, and you can actually rub your lips together. Like, how many liquid lipsticks can you really do that with? But anyway, that's what really brought this look together and helped the eyes to pop even more. I hope you guys really enjoyed this makeup tutorial and it was easy for you guys to recreate. Do not forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, share the video, and leave a comment below. I'll see you in my next one. Bye!